Hello and welcome to this week's reset. I want you to do something for me. I have no idea where you're watching Reset from this week. You could be in your car. Well, hopefully not, because if so, you're pulled over to the side. Never thought about that. Could be in your house. It could be on your lunch hour somewhere. And I don't know how much distraction is around you, but what I would like you to do is try to make it as quiet as possible. Do the best that you can. No distractions around you or anything of that sort, because I have something very, very important that I want you to hear. I have it on my phone here. So when you're ready, hopefully you're ready and you've gotten all the distractions out of your way, and go. And stop. That was 30 seconds of probably what you thought was silence. But was it really silence? And was it really 30 seconds? Well, one of the answers is, yeah, that was 30 seconds. Did it seem longer to you? It certainly did to me. Also on my phone here, I have a decibel meter that measures sound, if I can find it. Here it is. So right now, I'm going to be quiet again. Now, one would think that that would be 0 decibels. Well, the truth is, silence, at least here on Earth in our surrounding, is actually somewhere between 30 and 50 decibels. I'm talking right now and I'm averaging between 68 and 79 decibels as I'm speaking to you. Decibels, of course, is a measurement of sound, and sound itself is sound waves that travel through air. Now, in outer space, if we were in outer space, of course I wouldn't be able to breathe, but there would be no air. But just on the chance that I could breathe, I would be speaking to you, and if you were 4 or 5 feet away from me, you wouldn't be able to hear me, because sound couldn't even come out past my mouth, because there's the absence of air. And there can't be that vibration of air to create sound. That's how we actually create our voice when we speak or when we sing. We have these vocal cords, these flaps in our larynx, and out goes the air, vibrates, and sends it out that way until it slowly dies out. So why am I talking about silence? Simon and Garfunkel had a song called "The Sound of Silence," and it had some very haunting lyrics. And over the years, there's been a lot of people trying to interpret exactly what that song is. They've talked up, Paul Simon has his take on it, who wrote the song, but others, interpret it differently either from a social or a spiritual realm. There's 2 verses. The first verse and I think it's the third verse is very haunting. And the first one is, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence." And then I think the third verse is, "And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never share. No one dared disturb the sound of silence." You know, I've talked about it before, about taking the time to be with God, to listen for God. And how do we do that? For so many people, it is being silent. You know, silence, it enables us to let God reach out to us. Psalms 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." And listen to the God who speaks to us in the silence of our hearts. I remember one time, another church that I was working at, I needed to get something out of a closet, out of a sacristy, and I couldn't find the light. And I was walking in this hallway, feeling around. I knew the closet was there. I opened up the closet. Still, I couldn't find the light. And all of a sudden, I hear, "Dave, what are you doing?" It was the pastor of the church who, I didn't know this, but he took every Monday morning and he sat in silence in this closet, just seeing what God had for him. And I remember back a long time ago, several years ago now, I was offered a job at a different church, and I really didn't feel that I needed to take that job because I was very content and very comfortable where I was. But it just kept, you know, I kept thinking about it. And I had made that decision, though I wasn't going to take it. So my dad invited me down to his condo in Florida. So I flew down there, and on the plane once again, I rationed with myself that this wasn't the right thing to do. Then the next morning, in the stillness of the morning, I sat on the beach, and there was just this very soft crashing of the waves over and over and over. And I know this hasn't happened a lot of times in my life, and you know, I wonder if it's ever happened in yours. I could almost hear a voice telling me, you need to do this, you need to move forward, you need to leave behind what you're comfortable with and move forward. And it seemed absolutely so unlogical. But I couldn't deny that voice. So when I flew back home, I gave notice to this pastor that we had been working on several projects with, and said, "Hey, God's really calling me somewhere else." And he goes, "I'm so glad that you're telling me this now, because I've been appointed to another church as well." And so happened that God was working in that plan. Had I not listened, I'm sure I would have been fine, but it opened up doors for me to really substantiate the rest of my career that's been going on for years and years and years. And God has blessed me just simply by listening to Him. Silence, as I said, it enables God to reach out to us. So I want you to think about your moments. And my challenge to you, this is different than what I spoke about a couple weeks ago about, you know, getting away from the hustle and bustle of this holiday season that's going up. You know, it's fine to get caught up in that. And it's fine to take those moments and rest. But this is even a little bit deeper. My challenge to you this week is to find a place. Start out small. That 30 seconds that started out, it really seemed like a long time, didn't it? But 30 seconds is nothing. Try just a few minutes to get yourself somewhere and focus on nothing but what God may be speaking to you about. It could be anything. I don't know the condition of your heart, but I do know that God speaks to us through the silence that is physical, the silence that is in our hearts and in our minds. So, my challenge to you this week, once again, as Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." And in that secret, in that quiet place, He just might speak to you for an answer that you've been seeking for a very, very long time. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon.
In the secret, in the quiet place, in the stillness you are there. In the secret, in the quiet hour I wait only for you, 'cause I want to know you more. I want to know you. I want to hear your voice. I want to know you more. I want to touch you. I want to see your face. I want to know you more. I am reaching for the highest goal, that I might receive the prize. Pressing onward, pushing every hindrance aside, out of my way. I want to know you more. I want to know you. I want to hear your voice. I want to know you more. I want to touch you. I want to see your face. I want to know you more. Jesus, Lamb of God, worthy is your name. Jesus, Lamb of God, worthy is your name. Is your name. Is your name. I want to know you. I want to hear your voice. I want to know you more. I want to touch you. I want to see your face. I want to know